Hello everyone and welcome to the round 11 trades vice captain video. Well, we've already had a game play, Geelong Western Bulldogs, where pretty good game. Geelong won by a couple of goals. We saw Bailey Smith 118, very nice. It was a bit, his disposal efficiency was a bit down early on, a few clangers, but yeah, everyone has him, so yeah, no need to worry about that. Good score, 118. Some might have put the VC on him. I did not, because I thought, playing against his old club, will they target him? Will he be distracted, by some of his antics? But yeah, 118, good score. Maxi Holmes, who I also own, 128. I swear, what's 71% time on ground? I'm pretty sure they said on the coverage on the Channel 7, there's he's a running machine. And I was I thought he was really fit, running guy. And yeah, 71% time on ground. Don't know what's going on there. And I swear, when you go to the bench, he'd be on, say, I think he was on something 103. Then he sat on the bench for the last 5 minutes, and then he went down slowly, 102, 101, 100, and he ended up on 98 or something at three-quarter time. What's going on there? I don't know. Something to do with the scaling, because the points are capped or something like that. And he got scaled down 3 points from 131 to 128. Maybe they had to find a way to give them to the Bonds. I don't know. Anyway, anyone else from Geelong? Tom Stewart's back, 98. Wow, Shannon Neal got 126. Nice. Don't think there's... Some people might have brought in Jed Buse, 46. No. Don't go there. Don't think anyone has a DeConning anymore. 61. Clossy. People might have brought him in as a rookie. 21. On the Bulldogs side, Ed Richards, shout out to Supercoach Pro, who had him in his side. He's also ranked in the... I think he's ranked about 50th or so. So, go you good thing. Kennedy 91, Libba 129, Bonds 107. That's good news for us. This means his price will come down. And English 89, Davidson, if you still got him, 77. Don't think anyone else really relevant here. All right, let's move on to the teams. All right, team sheets. And hey, look, they got the pictures back. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Anyway, so obviously we just had the game played. All right, Bombers. I'm just going to go through this real quick. Okay. Angus Clark, or Anus Clark, making his debut. I think he's a 113k defender. Archer Day Wicks, omitted. Yep, saw this coming for Gresham. El Hooley, omitted. Bloody hell, Brad Scott. He definitely wasn't the worst player in the first half in the game against the Bulldogs. And Dylan Shield, omitted. Nank's been managed. So, if you're a Goldstein owner, you're going to be rucking against Samson Ryan, I'm guessing. Who's named in the ruck? Wait, where is it? Oh, there they are, up there. Todd Goldstein against Samson Ryan. Wow. Todd Goldstein owners are pretty happy with that, I'm pretty sure. Alright, Carlton, Doherty's back in, DeConning's back in, O'Farrell debut. Pitnet's omitted, so that's good news for the TDK owners. Savani did, Elijah Holland's personal reasons. So our man Matty Carroll is still in. Whether he's the sub or not will remain to be seen. Harry Roston, is he 119k mid, I'm guessing? Out for Finn Callahan. Could he have a 4 to 5, 6 week block? But yeah, not going early. Yeah, we learnt from the Henry Hustwaite situation. Or the Hugh Boxall. Alright, next we've got, Connor Nash is back in. Well, not that anyone has him, but... Sorry, I was just talking about Hustwaite there, so that's why he was fresh in my mind. Devin Robertson's back in for his first game. I think he's a mid-forward, 119k. Kitty Coleman's managed. Actually, is Hustwaite? Where's Hustwaite? Is he even an emergency? Well, what? I swear this ground looks... field view. Not list view. Wait, emergencies. He's not even an emergency, Hustwaite. Alright, he's dead. Zach Fisher's in. Oh, jeez. Alright, no one really here in the north. Collingwood game. Waliapi versus Yatapuluti. I absolutely butchered that, I'm sure of it. No changes to Waliap. And Yarapuluti have Hugh Jackman coming in. Rory Atkins. Oh, yeah, that's right. They had a heap of injuries, including the Horny Man. So, yeah, we're probably going to have to trade him out. All right. Wait, what am I looking at? I'm looking for... Where's Cooper Simpson? He's another target. Is he on the bench? Where is he? Yeah, he's on the bench. So, could he be the sub? Surely like someone like a Dudley or an Erasmus or a Banfield before him. But who knows with these coaches? They like to screw around with us, super coaches. Kurwana versus Watij Marawa. These are just squads. Cripps is injured. Owies is injured. Yeah, Matthew went Owies and got injured. Sorry, that was bad. Clay Hall's back in. Bo Allen's in. Archer Reed's in. And where's our man Tommy Gross? Hasn't been omitted yet. Hasn't been made sub yet. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what the squads are Friday at 5 o'clock. And yeah, whether he's the sub or not on Sunday. Great. A few injuries and suspensions at the Swans. Ned Bowman, but then again, these are just squads. Callum Mills is back in. Yep, no changes to the Ds. Okay, let's go there. Hopefully my man Aiden Johnson, Max Gorn's mini-me, can get a game. We've got the Boxers back in. Does he get back in, to the 23 or 22? I'm not sure. Yeah, they've got McRae injury. That's a big one. Lung injury, unfortunately. And yes, Ben Jepson, 99k defender, added to the squad. But whether he plays or not, yeah, not sure. Okay, so let's have a look and see how the team is actually doing. Alright, so if you look at my side, yeah, we've got a few problems here. We've got, red dots here. Guys that are on extended benches or emergencies. El Hooley, thank you very much, Brad Scott. I actually haven't thought much about Supercoach this week. I've just been so busy. If I was thinking about it, I think I would have been driven crazy. What do we got? We got two, red flags here. McRae, Horne-Francis. What do we do? Do we hold them, hold one, or trade both? Well, I'm thinking with McRae, he's going to be out until at least his bye, so that's 3 weeks. So I think he's got to be a trade. Horne-Francis, well, apparently he was seen running laps and, he'll miss this week, then they have the bye. Could he be back after that? Yeah, I don't think so, because, I've done a hammy before, and, well, then again, I'm not an elite athlete, or wasn't an elite athlete. But, after the Connor Rosie last year when they rushed him back and then he re-injured it, I don't think I'm going to go there. Alright, and keep in mind, I've got 31.5k, 18 trades, and I've still got a boost left. Now, I was thinking about using the 4 trades, using a boost during the first buy round, but we've got 3 trades anyway, so, might use the boost this week, potentially. Now, I think I'm going to trade out Horne-Francis. So if you look at my forward line, my forward line's, done before these injuries. But, now we're going to have to take 2 of them out. But, could we trade in so we've got 1 mil to play with. So, one guy we need to bring in is one Cooper Simpson. Not Simpkin, Simpson. Alright, so hopefully he's not named the sub. Alright, so that gives us 928k now. Could we go someone like a Shy Bolton? Not sure if I want to do that. Well, after scoring a 5, but he surely doesn't score a 5 again. Alright, what could we do here? Could we maybe... I couldn't even do that with Johnson. Actually, what I could do... if Johnson's not named, could I loop Kako with Cleary? Come on, surely Kako's got to have a spike game against Richmond. Come on. Not confident to field him though. But we could, with the available cash, who can we get? Well, we could get guys that I'm looking at. Heaney, who's at 517.3k. Does have Richmond in around 13 game during the buys. And he won't cop a Jordan tag because Jordan plays in his team. That's one option. Now I've also got Nick Dacos. I could finally get Nick Dacos in my side, but he has a 160 break even. But he could go score that against North Melbourne, and he's someone we want to have in our sides by the end of the year. And if he scores like say a 140, he could drop like maybe 10k or so. But if he scores a 140, you get those 140 on the field. The guys on the run home, I heard that from. But yeah, I agree. Brayshaw, a bit too expensive. Who else we got here? Who else was I thinking? Jordan Dawson, 546k. Now, he's playing against West Coast at the Adelaide Oval. He could go massive. Alright, and another one I could be thinking of is... what's going on here? What about Patrick Cripps? Now, what's his break even? I was planning on bringing him 102, so he could go up in price. So, if I got Patrick Cripps... Because why I'm interested in Patrick Cripps? Well, he's got a good run during the buys. He's got Essendon, North Melbourne, and Richmond. So, yeah, probably want to have him during the buys because he could go nuts. So, if we brought in Cripps, and I'm not going to finalise these trades yet, but this is likely what I will do. Now, why can I not use the boost? What's going on? Activate boost. Alright, so if I wanted to trade out someone else, let's say Hustwaite. He's dead. Dead rookie. He ain't coming back. So who can I get for 573k? Let's go to players I can afford. Might be that Heaney pick. Actually, if I wait on Cripps, can I afford No, I can't afford Dacos. Okay, so let's go with Cripps. Because, with a couple of poor for his standards, the Bont, we might actually get him cheaper for what we thought we might have to pay up for him. And who else? Heaney. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I've got to select a forward. Let's sub Kako there. There you go, there's Heaney. So, now I've got 2 spots to upgrade in my forward line. But Patrick Cripps, Heaney, that gets your Gross, your Al Hawley off the ground. Right. So, I guess I could always update the trades. Alright, let's complete this trade. Let's confirm. I do have a plan also for round 13 when the first lot of buys are done to bring in someone. Who's that going to be? Well, you're going to have to find out later. Alright, so 15 trades left. Bring Cripps onto the field. Heaney onto the field for El Hawley. Alright, there we go. Let's take the E off El Hawley. Let's put the E on Gross. Jeez, it could be that none of these 3 bench players are actually playing. So with St Kilda playing the last game, for our vice captains, we can basically trade anyone. Trade anyone. Loop anyone. So what am I going to do? Essendon playing Richmond. Actually, do I just bring in Dacos? I might update Cripps or Heaney to Dacos if I can afford them. Let's just put the vice captain on Zach Merritt. I'm going to back him to bounce back. Alright, so playing against Richmond, he's playing a bit forward. He could score a few goals. Let's go with that. Alright, and let's put the captaincy on Tristan Cherry. Pretty safe option there. Alright, although he is playing against, who's he playing against? Darcy Cameron and Collingwood, so but I still back him. He's going to be the number 1 ruck in my opinion, and I'm sure in a lot of people's opinion. Alright, so that will do. Any updates I might do, it will be on X, so keep an eye out for that. Give me a follow at Supercoach Lock, and that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.